That's how you got your DFC?
Yes, it was a reward for the. That was quite a situation. We're interjecting. We're getting out of rotation, but it's very important.
Go ahead.
When we were assigned 10 crews, there were 300. How many? 50. 15. 13, 20, 52 crews in the 20th Air Force at the time. And they picked 10 crews to fly this mission against Singapore after the Battle of the Philippine Sea. And we were one of the 10 crews. And they tell us the bomb load, and they tell us the target, and anticipated weather, the height at which we have to bomb, and so on. Well, and it was my job to figure out how much fuel we can carry because we knew the bomb load and how much ammunition we could carry. Well, I did my calculations, and if we didn't take one bullet with us, we could not make the round. We could not put on enough fuel to make the round trip. The target was the Singapore dry dock. It was the only one. The Japanese had two major dry docks, one in Nagasaki, one in Singapore. The one in Nagasaki we took care of early. This one, Singapore, the dry dock was dry, the gate would be closed, there would be no ship there, but the English had spare gates elsewhere, and the target area was at 10 feet on the water side of the dry dock and the gate. The concussion would cave in the gate. And sure enough, we had the filmed. Every plane carried a camera on that mission. It was all single bomb. And our bombardier, Lois McIntyre was his last name. He's not that. He dropped the bomb that caved in the gate. But everyone that flew that mission got to see the flying course. The crews on 10 planes. And it was what happened. We bombed at 10,000 feet. And we turned around to go home. And I set the power. I had to be very careful. I was the one that set the power. If I set it too low, we'd foul up the engines. We'd go nowhere. If I set it too high, we're going to burn up too much fuel. I set it where I thought it should be. Incidentally, LeMay originally called Washington and said the mission could not be flown for the reason I gave you. We couldn't carry enough gasoline. Anyway, Washington said, fly the mission. We'll put extra U-boats, submarines, in the Indian Ocean. We never found out if they had them. Nor did we care to find out. Anyway, we put the nose down, and we practically glided into a base right on the Indian Ocean. When I got up on the wings with a dipstick to check the tanks, the dipstick came up dry, and they all flew up at tanks. We caught tailwinds both ways on that flight.
Wow.
And so our calculations were correct. The weather changed from what they anticipated to tailwinds both ways.
Some might call that miraculous.
Yes. Anyway, so I was pretty lucky.